Kia ora koutou. I have with me here today BDO Māori Business Sector Leader Angela Edwards to talk about the April 2023 findings of the BDO Wellbeing and Business Performance Index, Te Rangahau o Ngā Hauora Pai. Now, this unique biannual study investigates the link between wellbeing and business performance among New Zealand's business leaders. Kia ora, Angela. Thank you so much for joining us. A lot's happened over the course of the past year, but what's your main takeouts in terms of what the index is showing us this time for Māori business leaders?
Kia ora, Mina. Looking at the report, I noticed that Māori business leaders scored 62 out of 100 on the WHO5 index, which was a slight drop of 2 points from our October 2022 results. And also noted that 58% of our Māori business leaders have been feeling less mentally healthy than normal. Half of those who have been feeling less mentally healthy said business financial pressures have been causing that feeling. They were also impacted due to COVID-19, external economic factors, and environmental and social impacts over that period.
There's obviously a lot of factors at play, and I know things are going to get a lot tighter over the next 6 months. Was this drop a surprise for you, or is this to be expected given the state of the economy?
I think it's to be expected. There's, as you mentioned, economic pressures that businesses are seeing right across. We're looking at high inflation, high interest rates, but one thing that really impacts Māori business are the minimum wage increases and the living wage costs. So because we're talking about a lot of family businesses or whānau-oriented businesses, many of our employees are paid at that minimum wage. So as soon as you start raising that of course is going to have an impact on the business itself. We're all feeling a bit of a hangover from COVID, and we're just in that post period at the moment. But because Māori communities were disproportionately affected, that has that roll-on effect. And again, because they're whānau-oriented, everything that was impacted through COVID rolls into that whānau business. We've had recent weather events which have hit the regions the hardest. Now, in many of our regions that have been hit, like Taitokito, Northland, and Tairāwhiti, Gisborne, there are a high Māori populations and a high number of Māori organisations in those areas. So, of course, they get impacted really intensely. And there's also access issues. We've got roading out right across those regions, bridges are impacted, and all the infrastructure that goes with that. On top of that, with those weather events, as kaitiaki, and Māori having that close connection to the taiao, to the environment, climate change is a major concern. And we're seeing this more and more across all businesses, but it's that deep connection that impacts. It's not just impacting people now, but it's looking forward and, more importantly, impacting our future generations and the decisions we're making.
We have seen, of course, that business financials are a key cause of negative wellbeing as a result of the survey and the index. What are your top tips for Māori businesses to help alleviate some of the stress that's really compounding?
Some of the top tips would probably be monitor your cash flow. That's important in any environment, but especially where we're facing these economic factors at the moment. Look at your business continuity plans. If you don't have one, think seriously about getting a business continuity plan done. In times of disruption, that's what you'll turn to see what you need to do. And it also, when you're putting that together, it helps you think of next steps. See what support is available. Look around, see what funding's available, and not just funding, what services are available that can help you, and look after your health. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And health and wellbeing of business owners and employees is paramount.
Some great information there for Māori businesses. Where can they actually go for more help and support?
Well, we encourage viewers to read our Wellbeing and Business Sector report on our website, which features a range of financial sector advice. We encourage readers to also look throughout the broader BDO Wellbeing report, and you'll also see on screen a range of services and people that you can reach out to.
Perfect. Some fantastic resources, some great advice. It's been a pleasure chatting to you. Thank you so much for joining us, Angela.
Thanks, Wilhelmina.